So it looks like Drake Bell, who now legally goes by the name Drake Campana, might have just ended his own career. Earlier last year, I reported the fact that Drake Bell had moved to Mexico and changed his name in search of a rebirth and resurgence of his dying career. This came after Drake decided to drop some Spanish-inspired singles that really started doing big numbers across the border. And after Drake sold out shows all over Mexico, I think he knew it was time to make the big transition. I remember when I made that video back then, people down in the comments were saying that Drake was actually running from his past and the horrible ways he treated a few of his ex-girlfriends, most notably Melissa Lingafelt, who was much younger than him while they were dating, her being 16 and him being in his late 20s. And at that time, I mainly dismissed these claims because I couldn't find any sort of hard evidence of charges made against Drake. But now we fast forward to 2021, where the 34-year-old Drake Bell has been charged with disseminating matter harmful to juveniles and attempted endangering of children. This charge comes from back in 2017 when Drake was allegedly engaged in inappropriate chats with a 15-year-old girl from Canada while he was living in Cleveland. Through this investigation, police learned that this teenage girl had a relationship with Drake Bell ever since she had attended one of his concerts earlier that year. At that concert, they say Drake violated his duty of care and in doing so created a risk of harm to the victim. Later, it came out that Drake had been sending the 15-year-old text messages over the course of the years that followed. So now he's being charged with a 4th-degree felony and a 1st-degree misdemeanor. And just for reference, a 4th-degree felony would be similar to the charge one gets for stealing a car or destroying someone's property, and a 1st-degree misdemeanor can get someone up to a year in a jail cell. But usually these can be dismissed through paying some fines and participating in community service. He was taken into the Cleveland jail yesterday on June 3rd, where he pled not guilty and was freed after paying a $2,500 personal bond, also agreeing to have no further contact with the alleged victim. I just really don't get what these people think is gonna happen. I mean, he was sending this 15-year-old girl messages for the last 3 or 4 years, knowing her age, and he never thought it was gonna catch up to him. I swear these motherfuckers think they're invincible till it's time for the jury to have their say. Also, just an interesting side note, did anyone know that this dude's real name is Jared? He's Jared Drake Bell. What's up with giving guys that godforsaken name that makes them such creeps? Either way, the hearing is supposed to take place later this month, and as far as I can tell, Drake Bell will most likely not be facing jail time, but he will have to pay a lot of fees, and of course this is a horrible look for his public image and perception. And when your career was already dwindling, I think this is the last type of scandal you want to be involved in. This right here is going to be Drake begging for forgiveness at the hearing.
Por favor.
No!
Por favor.
Alright.
And then this is going to be him when he gets thrown in the jail cell.
He's gonna be my...
Hug me, brother!
Seriously though, these people who were child stars on this Nickelodeon and Disney shit back in the day are for the most part all fucked up now. I think it's safe to say that there's some seriously evil shit going down in those production studios. And sadly, a lot of these people never grow up, because they never really had a sense of a real childhood. So they kind of stay trapped in that teenage image forever. And honestly, it looks like it might have caught up to Drake. But let me know what you guys think down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video and subscribing. As y'all know, there's some other news out here that needs to get covered. So it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and I'm out. Peace!